The Battle Cats is a mobile game that I hold in high regard, as it's one of the few mobile games out there that are still being updated that are genuinely fun to play. Today, I want to share 50 random facts about this amazing game, from the obvious to the obscure. Most of the facts in here are probably not going to be of any real use in getting better at the game, but are still fun to learn the small details about this amazing game. If you want even more fact videos that are already released, check out the card in the corner of the video. If you enjoyed watching this video, why not give it a like? Maybe leave a comment down below on what fact was interesting to you, or what facts you know about the game. If you enjoy the content on this channel, why not hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Anyways, to the facts we go. There are several cat combos that have been removed from the game. For example, Revengers was a combo that had an accounting power up of 20% and had 3 separate Dark Heroes units, and Curves, which consisted of Thundia, Kai, and Ringo that gave 1000 cents at the start of the round. Most of the cat combos that were removed had more than one gacha unit. This was probably due to them not wanting to face legal trouble with Japan, as they have some laws that put limits on what games could do with their gacha units. Bullet Train and its other forms draw their designs from different Shinkansen high-speed trains. Express Cat draws from the 0 series, Maglev pulls from the 300 series, and Bullet Train draws from the 700 series. Evil Emperor Cat's damage value is 6,666, a reference to the number of the beast in Christianity. Pai Pai was added in version 5.3, the same update that added the Realm of Carnage event stage. The thing about Pai Pai is that she is the perfect counter to Hanya from her massive damage and resistance against red enemies and her immunity to be weakened. The stage, Festival Gross's name, has 2 meanings. The first meaning is that this is the stage where you get crazed gross, but the second meaning also is the fact that the German word to describe someone as tall is gross, due to Gross Cat's unusually long legs. Surreal is currently, to our knowledge, the youngest relic enemy, as he speaks Old English, which was spoken from around the 5th century to the 11th century. Our Ost's full name is Rich Ost. If you rearrange the letters, you get Ostrich. Warlock is the name of the sorcerer that had acquired the beasts of Pierre, Babel, and Clay. Dread Pirate Catley's Japanese name, Nyaku Sparrow, is a reference to Jack Sparrow from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Insane Damage, Critical, and Savage Blow all had different icons before version 8.9. The Surge from Neo Batco is able to hit non-metal enemies, as Surges don't have an attack-only attribute to them. As of version 11.6, Sinner Snake is the only enemy that has more than one death animation. Masked Yulala is heavily implied to be the father of Urarun Wolf. Both wear similar tribal masks and both use electric orbs in their attacks. In Urarun's description, it mentions that her dad is a school teacher, and in Yulala's enemy's description, it mentions he teaches dance to kindergartners. Most of Queen Bee's stats are multiples of 111. In the Japanese description for Mistress Celebudal, it mentions the name King Wawa 2 years before he was added into the game. Condemned Peng is the only Jackie Peng variant to not perform some sort of acrobatic trick in his attack animation. Pickleland Passalan has the lowest attack power out of any uber rare, only being able to deal 187 damage at level 30 and the second lowest DPS in the entire game, just behind Healer Cat. Beefcake Cat's description references Muhammad Ali's famous butterfly quote. There is a typo in Gross Cat's description. It should read as able to do a very long ranged attack. According to the Nyanko Ecology Report Large Edition, Coppermine is a reference to Mary Illustrious from the rebuild of Evangelion movies, while Berserker Cat is modeled after Neki the Fox, mascot of the gaming magazine Famitsu. The character that appears just after Oni Hayabusa's attack is kanji for slash. Bahama Cat is currently the only cat unit to have level 30 as his first reduction point. A reduction point is when a unit's stats increase at a reduced amount. Despite being an uber rare, KHM48 has the stats more reflective of a super rare, as well as only being sold for 500,000 experience. This is most likely because she was one of the first uber rares added to the game, when the power level of the game would have probably made her strong at the time. Volta's name is a reference to Alessandro Volta, who was responsible for the invention of the electric battery and is what Volts are named after. Even though the cat fruit evolution description for Octopus Cat says it has increased attack speed, the attack speed actually decreases. On the version 4.2 update poster, Valkyrie's true form has a halo. Elder Flame Doron is currently the only relic enemy who doesn't inflict the curse effect. The uber rares from the Girls and Monsters set comes from Ponos' cancelled game called Girlmons, and the legend rare Kyosaka Nanaho comes from the defunct Ponos game Kyoto Project. Sun Doge is retroactively the first enemy to be immune to Surge. Awakened Bahama Cat has no idle animation in gameplay. It can only be seen when entering into the future Chapter 3 before unlocking him. Cat 6 Siege Engine's name is a reference to Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. The only trait relic enemies have shared as of version 11.6 is floating, excluding Nala, which is Behemoth. Despite what the Cerberus Kid's description states, there is no red variant of this enemy. for now. Welterweight Cat's design is recycled from Brave Cat's Kumanchu Royale counterpart. Also, there's a Maui head in Kumanchu Royale. If you see this, comment with the Maui emoji. Speaking of Kumanchu Royale, since the game was only available for older phones and there seems to be a lack of preservation of the game is technically considered lost media. Kumanchu Royale was effectively a sequel for the Battle Cats. Camel is a dromedary camel, judging by his singular hump. Meowsketeer, despite being a swordsman, is holding a flintlock on his tail. This is probably a joke about how the three musketeers have the word musket in their name despite being swordsmen themselves. The logo on Delivery Cat's packages is that of Yamato Transport, a Japanese door-to-door delivery company. According to the Nyanko Daisenso 4 and strategy app, Princess Punt is the mother of Baby Cat. Master Earl and the Relic Doge Base are the only non-relic enemies that can curse cats. Ninja Cat is confirmed to be female from the Burgle Cat's description of the Caltrops trap. Freshman Cat Drops is weak in ability. When applied to enemies with very low damage per hit, can result in such enemies delivering 0 damage to cats. Togoland Pasaland and Shishaland Pasaland's gender is hotly debated, as in their descriptions, they are described as a he, but in the gacha description, they are described as a she. Another video game character that shares this trait of their gender being unknown is Pyro from Team Fortress 2. Final boss Giga God's design is based on Jesus Christ's depiction in The Last Judgment by Michelangelo. Wicked Face's design is most likely a reference to Big Ben and Little Ben, the demon costume bacteria seen in some of Toto's toilet commercials, as his Japanese description raises the possibility that he too is a form of bacterium. In Choco Chaos level 14, Chocolate Wall Doge was accidentally buffed to 3,560% instead of the intended 660%. This was patched in BCJP 10.3, however in BCEN 10.2 had this bugged level for a lot longer than BCJP. Dark Priest Mammon is the Aku Realm's narrator. Iddy's gender is confirmed by the description of the Elder Annihilator Meow Medal, defeat Iddy Ray and clear her stage. And finally, Saint Dober's description references the story of Hachiko, who was a dog that waited at a train station for his owner to come back. However, his owner, Hide Saburo Ueno, died of a cerebral hemorrhage while teaching a class and never returned to Shibuya Station, where he would wait for him every day. His remarkable loyalty to him made him stay at the station for over 9 years before he passed away himself, and now has a statue in remembrance of him. I want to thank all of you for your continued support of this channel. If you thought these facts were fascinating, why not give this video a like and maybe even subscribe if you enjoyed the content on this channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss an upload, as well as comment down on what fact was most interesting to you. If you're feeling extra generous, why not give some thanks? Anyways, have a good day everyone.